Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, I received this picture. This was taken in the Montana sky yesterday. Now, to the right, up there at the top right, it looks like that could probably be Comet, potentially the Comet 45P Honda. We don't know what these other one. There's a black one over here. There's like a little black dot over here to the left, near the sun. Of course, here's the sun, and right here, what is this? Okay, now there's been several pictures been surfacing of this little black, what looks like a distant planet or something that's been near the sun. That's got people concerned. Of course, we know what this is. There's your poisonous chemtrails just happen to be rolling by. And there's a couple of other weird things that's out there. We're going to talk about this. This picture was sent to us by Richard. And Richard's a professional photographer. And he looked up in the sky and seen all these different things happening. And said, what is that? And what is this? Of course, some of this could be explained with something to do with the camera. But he is a professional photographer. So he would understand lens flares and those types of things, obviously. There's some unexplained things in this picture in Montana that we need understanding for. Now, if you watch today's live broadcast, we will show this picture fully, and it will be perfectly clear on that screen that we're going to show you during my live broadcast. So don't miss it today. It starts at 12 noon Eastern. Starts at 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Come to my website, watch the live broadcast. We will show you this picture, the full frame of it, in clarity, perfectly clear. And maybe you can give us some help in understanding what these things are. I know that this right here is very curious to me. That's very curious to me. But there's a lot out there. Give your life to Jesus Christ. He's coming soon. I tell you one thing I'd love to see is the Lord coming soon. Okay? He told us to keep looking up, folks, for our redemption is drawing nigh. Are you serious? Are you serious? Asteroid! I mean, how close are they going to get, folks? And when are you going to know about it? Only unless I tell you, usually. But we've got an asteroid that's going to be another near-Earth encounter. It's close encounter of a deep space kind. Yes, it is. It's only it's only 10 meters in size, but that's huge. 10 meters, 30 feet, big rock. There's a lot bigger ones, but this thing is going to come by the Earth less than 200,000 miles from the face of the Earth. In other words, closer to the Earth than the moon. Okay, shouldn't hit us. But nobody ever tells us about it, okay? The name of this asteroid is 2017 BX. Now, it's fairly new. They just found it. At least they're giving us a little bit of a head start. It's going to happen Wednesday, January 25th, okay? Wednesday, January 25th, we're going to have this close encounter with an asteroid. But we've already been having quite a bit of activity. Matter of fact, there was 14 fireballs that broke through the Earth's atmosphere last night. So in the middle of we got 7.9 mega earthquakes going on in Papua New Guinea. We got tornadoes tearing through the southern part of America, killing 16 people in Georgia, 4 people in Mississippi the night before. We've got all kinds of different types of storms and radiation and solar flares in the sun, and I'm just saying, folks, it's just we're continuing to see extreme weather conditions, and we may have tornadoes tonight in Florida before it's all said and done. So I need you to stay awake down there in the south, not only Florida but maybe even back up in Georgia again. But just the southern states, stay awake, okay? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys about all of this tonight at Sunday Night Live. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Now, we're going to have a powerful program because we will be praying over special needs and special prayer requests that are taking place. And we truly want you to know that God is answering prayer in a mighty way. as we pray over these needs. We're going to cover all of the different events: bus crashes, train derailments, volcanoes, tornadoes, solar flares, asteroids, earthquakes, and a whole lot more. Oh, and Madonna wanting to blow up the White House. What? Come on. Can't we ever get a break? Give your life to Jesus Christ, folks. We'll run out of time. Are you serious? Are you serious? Asteroids! Yes, in a few hours, we're going to have a close encounter with a asteroid just newly discovered, and it's asteroid 2017 BX. Now, this thing is going to go scraping by the Earth, even closer than the scientists in the NASA and other observatory satellites anticipated. It will be 0.68 lunar distance. That's about 150,000 miles from the face of the Earth, much closer than the moon. And we didn't even know about this asteroid till 3 days ago. And so I brought this up. Hey, just discovered, here it is, and it's going to go whizzing by in a few hours. Tomorrow, on January 25th, in just a few hours from now, this asteroid is going to come dangerously close to the Earth. Now, the probability of impact is a good chance it's not going to hit us. But when you don't discover an asteroid quick enough, you don't have time to read its speed or distances or its trajectory as well. You have less time to analyze it. We know how big it is. It's 10 meters in diameter, so it's a 30-foot rock. Huge. There's a lot bigger asteroids, but it's not a rock we want to get hit with. This thing hits us, it would be about 30 times more powerful than the one that hit in Russia in February of 2013. And we have no idea where it would land. So we don't want it hitting us. We don't think it will. But this is the kind of thing that all of us got to be aware of. Now, the Bible said there would be, that the stars would fall from heaven like a fig tree would cast its untimely figs when it's shaken of a mighty wind. And we know Jesus said a part of the end time signs would also be this: there shall be signs in the sun, which we're at a solar minimum, with a huge hole in the coronal hole that's allowing solar wind streams to flow right toward us, sending CMEs and ultraviolet rays. So these things are happening. Signs in the sun. There shall be signs in the moon and in the stars. Distress of nations with perplexity. The sea, the waves roaring, and men's hearts would fail them for fear, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then, here's the good news, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, for your redemption draweth nigh. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. We're not going to get hit, I don't think, but it's close. It's close, and we didn't have much time to prepare. Are you saved? Jesus will come faster than this. You'll have no time to prepare, and you'll get no warning. And he's coming soon. Don't be left behind. Are you serious? Are you serious? We have some breaking news coming out of Yemen. The Russian ambassador to the nation of Yemen has just been assassinated after armed gunmen stormed the Russian embassy in Yemen and have shot and killed the Russian ambassador. Now, we just had just a few weeks ago, the Russian ambassador to Turkey was shot in public, giving a speech at the podium at an art display at an art museum in Turkey, in Istanbul. And everybody's seen this. Now, this has happened, folks, just about an hour ago. Ambassador Vladimir Dushkin has been reportedly assassinated in the war-torn country of Yemen. The diplomat was reportedly assassinated in the capital of Sana'a. The assassination was reported by Saudi Arabian news agency. So I'm also getting this from our word on the street, very reliable source, who's right about 90% of the time on unconfirmed reports. And we actually received this information from him first. I did not run with it until at least got a couple confirmations. I have got these confirmations out of the Middle East. Heidi has received those, and including a Twitter account, but at least 2 Saudi Arabian news agencies, and now 3 news agencies out of the United Kingdom. There is some reports that Mr. Dushin is not dead, but most of them say he was shot and killed and assassinated. The Russian embassy in Yemen has reportedly said no one's been shot, and that's what they're telling NBC News at this point. But again, the Washington Post said that it had not spoken to the duty officer at the embassy in Yemen, and he had denied there had been any attack and said the ambassador was fine. But now, that was before other reports started coming in that yes, he has been shot and killed. Mr. Dushin was appointed by Russian President Vladimir Putin on August the 16th, 2013, and he's been the ambassador for Russia in Yemen. So word on the street is he was assassinated and killed. And there are Saudi Arabian news agencies reporting that he is dead. We have also news agencies from the UK reporting that he is dead. But the Washington Post is saying that NBC is still saying the word they got from the Russian authorities out of Moscow that he is not dead. So that's where we're at. I am going to give you more on this information at my backup channel. If you go to coming_apocalypse, I'll give you even more of an insight of information we have and keep you updated on this story. So go to my backup channel, if you will, at coming_apocalypse. And that's where all the updates on this story are going to be today. I'm telling you, we're living in the last days, and the Russians are being targeted. The sanctions that Obama put on them, the confiscation of their 2 intelligence compounds, these 35 diplomats that were kicked out of the country. He did an executive order just the other day, and there's several Russian businessmen, their assets are being frozen and stolen, confiscated. Okay, now Russian ambassadors are being shot dead in different parts of the world, especially the Middle East. So, and then the United States has just moved 3,600 U.S. troops into Poland, along with 87 tanks and over 100 and some armored vehicles along the border of Russia. Now, it's getting serious, folks, and we got to see what this really all means. And we're just 6 days away before a brand new president is coming into the United States, the 45th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, to be inaugurated on Friday. Will he get in? You got Rosie O'Donnell's calling for martial law and a military coup of the government. Are you serious? And there's going to be 700,000 protesters coming to Washington during the inauguration. This is not good, but this is where we're at. We'll keep a close eye on all of this. We're living in the last days. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Go to my backup channel. Subscribe to it, please. I need you to subscribe to it. Protect my backup channel, if you would. Coming_apocalypse.